Hi, Tehillah and Aaron. How are you?
Hi, Siddharth.
Hi.
We're good. How are you?
Good.
I'm fine, thanks. And yourself? Yeah, I'm quite fascinated by both of your journeys. So I'll start with you, Tehillah. How did your singing journey begin?
Oh, so you want the long story or the short story?
Whichever's fine with you.
Okay, so I started singing from the tender age of 2. Like
Oh,
most Christian kids, most singers starts in church. I didn't physically sing in church, but my parents were very, very involved. So whenever they would go to set up on a Sunday morning, I would just be there interfering with the mics, singing here, there, wherever. And a lot of people knew that I was going to sing. I didn't know. I always did it for fun. Um, it was always a very big stress reliever for me. So that's why I did it. And then somehow I'm here now, by the grace of
wow.
God. All I'll say.
Oh, okay. Aaron, how did you become a DJ? Like what sparked the interest?
So basically, I used to search on YouTube a lot back then,
Oh,
and I used to watch other DJs and stuff. So I just found it cool. And then
mm-hmm,
one day I took out my laptop and I just started messing around. And then my
mm-hmm.
dad saw a certain interest in it, and then he got me my first controller, and then I just started learning on my own from there. And here I am now, I guess.
Wow. Okay, so Tehillah, who are the people that you look up to in the space that you're in?
So my biggest influence is Ariana Grande. I love her. I
Okay.
feel like she's the best vocalist of our generation. Um, Apart from her, it's all the queens: Whitney Houston,
Mm-hmm.
Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion. Also Tori Kelly. Tori Kelly is also one of the best vocalists of our generation. Very similar to Ariana Grande's style, but her music is not the same. But vocally, they're almost like twins. So those are the my top 5. Yeah, I love them so much. If you hear my original music, you'll hear the influence there.
Okay, so Aaron, who are the people that you look up to?
That would be Ryan the DJ because he was one of the
Mm-hmm.
first guys that I've been watching on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, and I just liked his whole Red Bull freestyle competition that he entered in. I liked the set that he played, so I
Mm-hmm.
always like practice to be a little bit more different from them.
So, Tehillah, what have been your highlights so far?
In general, or just
Mm-hmm.
like obviously my
Singing wise, or you can also mention personal if you like. It's your moment. You're most welcome to
uh,
speak anything. Yeah.
I think okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
a little bit personal and it's a little bit related to my career. I think
Okay.
one of my highlights, I won't say it's a highlight. I think it was just a step forward for me in my career. Was leaving one of the biggest band in Durban at the moment. It's called the New Boys. I was with them for 2 years, and my
Mm-hmm.
biggest break was leaving them. Not because I wanted to. I didn't want to. I love them so much. They're my family. But moving away from the band was such a big stepping stone for me because it opened up so many other opportunities and doors and gave me a platform to perform the music that I love, to perform in front of such massive artists. And I think the biggest highlight for now is coming up on the 19th of April, where we're going to be performing for Phil Fearon. He's a massive, amazing musician, international musician, and we're going to be performing on the lineup for his concert on the 19th of April because he's going to be down in Durban, or not really Durban, Pietermaritzburg, and I'm very excited for that. I think that's going to be the highlights for me. Everything else is good, but I think that's the showstopper for me.
And Aaron, what have been your highlights?
My highlights was performing at Cuba Black with Tehillah Faith for the Lihu event. It was absolutely amazing. We was really doubting ourselves to think like, hey, there's only DJs playing. Are they really gonna take to our duo and stuff? And I told him, like, don't worry. Let's just pull out our bangers. Every DJ pulled out their
Mm-hmm.
bang, so let's we pull out ours.
Yeah.
So when she did, girls just wanna have fun, and the other ones, it was just like off the hook. And they really liked us, and that was a very big highlight for me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And Tehillah, so what have been your lowlights?
Oh, I wouldn't say there's lowlights as
Mm-hmm.
such. I think we have a lot of learning experiences. So I don't want to call it lowlights because you can always learn from that, and it allows you to have other experiences just to be prepared for next time. So I wouldn't say there's any lowlights. Um, just learning lessons.
Wow.
I don't think
Any?
it has any. You have any lowlights?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Please do.
Also, my lowlights was not getting to perform on the platforms and the clubs that I actually wanted to, because I didn't have the social media presence at time. So right now in the industry, it's basically all about the social media presence. If you don't have it, you're not a good enough DJ. So you can be absolutely cucked. No offense to those guys, but if you have a big social media following, you'll get into all the clubs. But I'm quite good for myself, is what I feel. But I just couldn't get on that platform because my social media presence is like really not there, you know. So that's my lowlights.
Okay. So Tehillah, what are your plans for the rest of this year and beyond?
Well, I think there's a lot of our dynamic is very different because he's a DJ and I'm a singer, so you don't see that very often in the live industry here in Durban, at least. I'm not sure about the rest of South Africa, but I know our dynamic is different here in the live scene. So for us, I think a few breakthroughs that we want to get to is getting into a little bit more clubs as such, because I love performing for events. These gigs where I'm doing 45-minute sets, I love them as well. I love it, but it becomes so monotonous sometimes where you just have to keep going and going and going. So I think the plans that I have for us, for our duo, is getting into events and being an event duo where we can bring in the hype, bring in the vibe, and put everybody in the mood and set the tone for everything. So that's one of the plans that I have. And I don't know about him. I think also probably looking into adding some sort of instrument at some point in time, just to make things a little bit more complex, I would say.
So Aaron, sorry.
I don't know.
Aaron, what are your? Sorry, you first.
For me, I'd say I just want to pass on people, you know, whoever is saying that they want to be a DJ and stuff. Yes, it's a very nice industry to be in. There's a lot of good friends, good DJs out there. You can network skills. It's a nice thing, you know. Some people will come and say, "Oh no, the industry is bad." I mean, it's only bad if you're treating it bad and people don't like you. So if you make the enemies, that's the only time you're gonna find the industry bad. But if you have friends, it's gonna be good, you know. So I'd obviously like to teach people how to DJ, maybe open my own YouTube channel, teaching lessons and stuff, you know. So that's my sort of plans.
Okay. So Tehillah, any words of inspiration for upcoming singers?
I think I'd say don't give up. Don't give up, because sometimes you're gonna hear a lot of unnecessary words. I'm gonna say I would use a different word for that, but there's a lot of people that give in unnecessary opinions. Not that anybody's opinion is not needed, but sometimes you don't need to listen to everybody's opinion. So as long as you believe in yourself and you keep going, your breakthrough will come through at some point. And I would say also trust God, because that's what I've been doing, and it might be hard and tough, but it's working for me.
Aaron, and what about yourself? What are your words of inspiration for upcoming DJ people?
Oh, my words of inspiration is whenever you hear hate from people, take your headphones and put it on. You just block them out. I do that all the time in the club. When drunk people come and tell me to play this, I just put my earphone on and I just, yes, I'll do it. But I didn't hear a single word that they said, because if it's not involved in my set, I'm not going to play it. So you just block the haters out, and don't ever doubt yourself when you're up on that big stage and you finally get that lineup. Just be yourself. If you're feeling under the weather, do something, you know, maybe have a shot or something. You know, just psych yourself up. Not saying that drinking is good, but you know, whatever you can do to loosen yourself up, you gotta psych yourself up. don't ever rely on people to be your support structure. It's been you and it will always be you.
Okay. All I gotta say, guys, is like thanks once again for your time, and hopefully we can do more of this in the future.
Yeah,
definitely.
that'll be really cool, really exciting.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that's a wrap. Hey. Yeah, we'll keep in touch. Thanks and God bless.
Thank you for
Cheers,
having
man.
us. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.